Across the globe, beneath layers of soil and time, lie forgotten battlefields. These places, now serene and quiet, were once the epicenters of intense and brutal conflicts that shaped the course of history. These silent expanses once pulsed with the chaos of conflict. The ground beneath our feet, now covered in grass and wildflowers, was once stained with the blood of countless soldiers. Here, amidst the deafening roar of cannons and the clash of steel, the fate of nations was decided. The air was thick with the cries of the wounded and the shouts of commanders rallying their troops. Today, these hallowed grounds whisper tales of courage, sacrifice, and the enduring spirit of humanity. The silence that now pervades these fields is a stark contrast to the tumult that once reigned here. They stand as solemn reminders of the cost of freedom and the human toll of conflict. Each stone marker and memorial tells a story of bravery and loss, of lives cut short and dreams unfulfilled. These forgotten battlefields, often overlooked, hold within their embrace the echoes of valor and the poignant stories of those who fought and fell. The weathered markers and plaques serve as a testament to the resilience and determination of those who stood their ground. Join us as we journey to these forgotten corners of history, breathing life into the stories etched upon their landscapes. We will uncover the heroism and heartbreak that these silent grounds conceal, and honor the memory of those who gave everything for a cause greater than themselves. The year is 378 AD. The Roman Empire, once thought invincible, faces a formidable foe, the Visigoths. Near the city of Adrianople, now Edirne in Turkey, a clash of civilizations unfolds. The Visigoth cavalry, masters of mounted warfare, outmaneuver the Roman legions. The Roman Emperor Valens, present on the battlefield, perishes with his troops. The Battle of Adrianople sends shockwaves through the empire, marking a turning point in its history. Today, the site of this monumental battle is a tranquil expanse, yet beneath the surface, the echoes of clashing swords and the cries of fallen warriors linger. England, 1461. The country is torn apart by a series of civil wars known as the War of the Roses. The War of the Roses, a brutal power struggle between the houses of York and Lancaster, rages on. This conflict has already seen numerous battles, betrayals, and shifting allegiances. On a cold March day near the village of Towton, the largest and bloodiest battle ever fought on English soil commences. The stakes are incredibly high, with both sides desperate for a decisive victory. Tens of thousands of soldiers clash in a blinding snowstorm. The harsh weather adds to the chaos and brutality of the battle, making it even more difficult for the soldiers to see and fight. The Yorkists, led by the ruthless and strategic Lord Falkenberg, eventually emerge victorious. However, this victory comes at a terrible cost, with an estimated 28,000 men losing their lives in the carnage. The Battle of Towton leaves an indelible mark on English history, shaping the destiny of a nation. It solidifies the Yorkist claim to the throne, but the scars of this battle will linger for generations. Today, the battlefield is a peaceful patchwork of fields. The serene landscape belies the violence and bloodshed that once took place here. Few traces remain of the carnage that unfolded here, the bloodshed swallowed by time. Yet the memory of the Battle of Towton endures, a poignant reminder of the cost of power and the resilience of a nation. The year is 217 BC. Hannibal, the Carthaginian general, wages war against Rome. He leads his army, complete with elephants, across the Alps, a feat considered impossible. Near Lake Trasimene in central Italy, Hannibal sets a deadly trap for the unsuspecting Roman army. The Roman legions, caught in a narrow valley between the lake and the hills, are ambushed and decimated. The Battle of Lake Trasimene stands as a testament to Hannibal's military genius and a dark day in Roman military history. Today, the lake's tranquil waters belie the carnage they once concealed. Why are these battlefields, once pivotal to the course of history, now forgotten? Time, in its relentless march, erodes even the most profound memories. The physical reminders of conflict, trenches, fortifications, battlements, crumble and fade. Vegetation reclaims the land, obscuring the scars of war. Generations pass and the stories of heroism and sacrifice, once passed down through families and communities, fade into obscurity. The relentless press of current events overshadows the past, leaving forgotten battlefields to slumber in the embrace of time. Yet, forgetting comes at a cost. To forget these battlefields is to forget the sacrifices made by those who fought and died on them. It is to lose touch with the lessons of history, the consequences of conflict, and the value of peace. Remembering these forgotten battlefields is not about glorifying war. It is about honoring the courage, the resilience, and the shared humanity of those who lived and died in the crucible of conflict. It is about learning from the past, understanding the present, and striving for a future free from the scourge of war. Section 7. The Unseen Scars, Nature's Testimony. Even in their silence, these forgotten battlefields speak volumes. The very landscape bears witness to the struggles that unfolded upon it. A subtle depression in the ground might mark the site of an ancient trench. A copse of trees could conceal the foundations of a long-gone fortress. And sometimes nature herself reveals the scars of the past. A cannonball embedded in a tree trunk, a musket ball unearthed by a farmer's plough. These tangible connections to the past serve as potent reminders of the reality of war. Section 8. The Power of Place, Connecting with the Past. Visiting a forgotten battlefield is a profoundly moving experience. Standing on the same ground where thousands fought and died, one can almost hear the clash of steel, the cries of the wounded, the thunder of cannons. The weight of history presses down, tangible and real. It is in these moments of quiet reflection that we connect with the past, not as a distant historical event, but as a lived experience filled with human drama, sacrifice and courage. Section 9. Honoring the fallen, a timeless duty. It is our duty to remember these forgotten battlefields and the stories they hold. We must ensure that the sacrifices made on those blood-soaked grounds are not forgotten. We must honor the fallen by striving for a world where such conflicts are relegated to the history books. Let us remember their courage, their sacrifice, and their humanity. Let us carry their stories with us, not as tales of glory, but as cautionary tales reminding us of the true cost of war and the enduring value of peace. Section 10. Conclusion, lest we forget. As we reach the end of our journey through history, we pause to reflect on the profound impact of those who came before us. The echoes of forgotten battles may fade with time, but their significance must never diminish. Each photograph, each ruin, tells a story of bravery, of struggle, and of the human spirit's resilience. These hallowed grounds hold within their embrace the stories of countless individuals, their hopes, their dreams, their sacrifices. Personal items left behind, now relics, speak volumes of the lives interrupted and the futures that were never realized. May their stories inspire us to strive for a world where conflict is replaced by dialogue, understanding, and a shared commitment to peace. The lessons of the past urge us to build bridges, to foster unity, and to seek resolutions through conversation and empathy. Let us remember their sacrifice not just on designated days of remembrance, but every day. In our daily lives, let us carry forward their legacy by embodying the values they fought for. In the choices we make and the actions we take, whether it's through volunteering, making ethical decisions, or engaging in community service, each act of kindness and justice honors their memory. For in remembering, we honor their memory and keep the flame of their sacrifice burning bright. Lest we forget, the eternal flame symbolizes our undying gratitude and commitment to never let their stories be forgotten. Every candle lit in remembrance is a beacon of hope, a promise to uphold the peace they envisioned.